The Bring Your Own Bag law goes into effect this month in Tacoma. We'll tell you what you need to know before heading to the store. The city is seeking input from residents on improvements to Puyallup Avenue, and find out how to volunteer to help clean up the shoreline. All that and more on this edition of Tacoma Report. Hello, I'm Anita Gallagher. Phase 2 of the city's Emergency Temporary Aid and Shelter Plan launched on June 26 with the opening of a stability site on city-owned property at 1423 Puyallup Avenue. The site will shelter the homeless and provide indoor and outdoor sleeping areas, basic amenities such as showers and restrooms, and social service programs. Funding for the stability site and 2 mitigation sites was approved by the Tacoma City Council through the end of the year. The Emergency Temporary Aid and Shelter Plan began in May, following the city's declaration of public health emergency. For more information about the plan or for updates, visit the city's webpage. U.S. Representative Derek Kilmer joined Mayor Marilyn Strickland and Linda Lee Womack, director of the city's Minority Business Development Agency Business Center, for a roundtable discussion with minority business owners in Tacoma. Local businesses spoke about their success in using the city's MBDA Business Center.
The assistance that the MBDA program and Linda Lee Womack and everyone in her network, the mayor, has helped me to realize is that this was not only doable, but it was possible for me.
The MBDA Business Center helps local minority-owned businesses access capital and contracts and expand market opportunities at home and abroad. Tacoma businesses are preparing for an upcoming change at the checkout stand. Stacy Ellifrit shows us how one local retailer has been encouraging shoppers to bring their own bag for some time.
A year of preparation is winding down, and Tacoma retailers are gearing up for shoppers to bring their own bags starting in July. Some have been looking forward to this change.
We are super excited for the Bring Your Own Bag ordinance because it's a small thing that everybody can do, and it's going to have a big impact just on the waterways, on the overall pollution that we're contributing. So one tiny little step in the right direction.
Thin plastic checkout bags will no longer be distributed, but there are other options still available, a point that's already being practiced.
Next to Nature actually has been using the recycled paper bags for several years now. We switched over and got rid of all of our plastic bags years back, and it was a really easy, smooth transition. We have several types of bags to offer to our customers. We've got one large one that has handles on it for checkout at the register, and we've got several smaller options for bulk items so that there's no juggling of things to carry out. We also have some small boxes that a lot of our cans come in that are used on a regular basis to either make your own cases of cans or throw a couple other things in while you're shopping.
Those recycled paper bags or any reusable checkout bag requested by customers will come with a minimum 5-cent pass-through fee. Smaller bags used for bulk items will still be free, as will others, including produce bags and bags used for prepared takeout food. Engaging with customers about these changes will help to ease the transition.
We've been just giving our customers a heads up that it's coming, and we have provided for sale reusable shopping bags on and off for a long time. But I think giving people the heads up that it's coming and having all of our staff really trained on just why it's important and when it's starting, and the whole process of that has been pretty simple, pretty straightforward and easy.
Through all of this outreach with customers, reactions have been positive.
I think most people's reaction has been excitement and a little questioning as far as why it took so long, if anything. There's been a couple here and there that are a little concerned, but they have seen, all the alternatives that are out there, and the fact that the city of Tacoma is going to have all of these sites around for low-income families, so bags can be provided and accessible to really everyone. I think that's alleviated a lot of anxiety for some people.
Retailers have a number of resources available to them, including printable posters and point-of-purchase signs with translated versions available. Window clings and shopping cart corral signs can be requested to remind shoppers to grab their bag after the ordinance goes into effect on July 12th. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Ellifrit.
Visit the city's website for business resources to help staff and shoppers prepare to bring their own bag this July. Americans for the Arts, the nation's leading nonprofit organization for advancing the arts and arts education, recently shared some big news about the economic impacts of the arts in Tacoma. Maria Lee has this story.
In its most recent Arts and Economic Prosperity 5 study, Americans for the Arts announced that the nonprofit arts and culture sector is a significant industry in Tacoma, one that generates $137.2 million in total economic activity.
Well, it's really exciting because in the mid-90s, the city of Tacoma decided to use arts and culture as a strategy for revitalization. It's really paying off. These figures are proof. The thing about the arts and culture as an industry is that not only do our museums and our theaters produce amazing activities and events and performances, they bring new audiences to town, which is classic economic development, bringing new dollars that circulate in our community.
This spending, $74.6 million by nonprofit arts and cultural organizations, and an additional $62.6 million in event-related spending by their audiences, supports 3,656 full-time equivalent jobs. It also generates $86 million in household income to local residents. And it delivers $14 million in local and state government revenue. For Tacoma Report, I'm Maria Lee.
Additional information is available at the city's website. Residents are invited to give input on conceptual designs for corridor improvements on Puyallup Avenue. This project will enhance the area along Puyallup Avenue from Portland Avenue to South C Street to include landscaping, lighting, new sidewalks, bike lanes, and other amenities. To review design boards and submit comments by Friday, July 14th, visit the city's website. When we come back from the break, I'll be joined by Mayor Marilyn Strickland to talk about a recent visit from our sister cities. Dignitaries from Tacoma's sister cities, Fuzhou, China, and Kitakyushu, Japan, were in Tacoma recently. Here to tell us more is Mayor Marilyn Strickland. Mayor, always nice to have you on the show. Welcome back.
Always nice to be here, Anita.
So what brought these dignitaries to Tacoma?
Well, when we were planning the Festival of Sail last year, we were thinking about ways to take advantage of that great event and leverage ways to give publicity to Tacoma. And so one of the things that we did was we invited sister cities from around the world to come, and our sister cities in China and Japan accepted the invitation. So they sent delegations here and they participated in the event, and we had some great discussions.
Wonderful. So we've had a long-standing sister city with Fuzhou since 1994 and with Kitakyushu since 1959.
Right.
So with these long-standing relationships, how do you think Tacoma has benefited from these and other sister city relationships as well?
Well, I think the two obvious benefits are the fact that these two countries represent great trade partners with the Port of Tacoma. But also, too, when President Xi was here in 2015, he invited 100 students from Lincoln High School to be his guests in China, and the students did travel there last October. So I'd say there's a biggest beneficiary. President Xi came to Tacoma and he invited 100 students from our public schools from Lincoln High School to go visit. As far as Kitakyushu goes, that's a long-standing relationship, and there have been a lot of student exchanges. We have this amazing garden at Point Defiance, and so it just really serves to cement those relationships, and as I tell people, to really emphasize the fact that Tacoma is now an international waterfront city, and we're leaders in education, the arts, and environmental stewardship, and those relationships help promote that.
So, Mayor, you've done a lot of work since the time that you've been mayor of Tacoma to enhance Tacoma's international reputation.
Right.
So, can you tell me a little bit about why you think that work is so important?
Well, it's important for a few reasons, but I want to step back because I know that when I first started talking about the importance of Tacoma having an international presence, a lot of people said, well, you're the mayor of a local city, just focus on potholes, garbage, utilities, and the things that we're supposed to do.
Right.
And we do those things every day, but at the same time, we have to take advantage of our assets, and Tacoma has amazing assets. We have a foreign-born population that's significant. We are an international port. Our proximity to Asia is a strength, and so by trying to reach out to our partners around the world, we improve tourism, we have more educational exchanges, and what's the end result? We're attracting international investment from China and from Vietnam, and so those relationships help solidify our reputation, but also benefit our residents right here directly.
Absolutely. So the City of Tacoma recently won the Sister Cities International Innovation Award for Youth in Education for a city of our size. So can you share some of the things our local youth have been able to accomplish through Sister Cities?
Absolutely. So I'd say two cities come to mind. Again, the invitation from the President of China to go to China and for our students to visit Fuzhou, to visit a lot of different cities in China, but also too the students who visited Biot, France. And so through our glass blowing program that we have and more exchanges, it just benefits our students. And I tell folks that what's important for the students in Tacoma is this. They are residents of Tacoma, but we want them to be citizens of the world. And it's my hope that the next generation is far more knowledgeable about international affairs and has the opportunity to meet people from around the world. When we have strong relationships, we know that change in the world happens at the local level. And when people have relationships, that's really how you promote peace and prosperity.
Well, it's very well said. So thank you for all the work that you've done on that front, and we look forward to having you back on the show before your term is up.
Great. Thanks for having me again, Anita.
Tacoma will be recognized for the Sister Cities International 2017 Innovation Award on Saturday, July 15th, during the organization's 61st Annual Conference in Virginia. To learn more about Tacoma's Sister Cities, go to cityoftacoma.org/sistercities. The Tacoma Fire Department has been nationally recognized for its life-saving practices. Find out more after the break. The Tacoma Fire Department received the American Heart Association's Mission Lifeline EMS Gold Award, the highest level of recognition. The award recognizes TFD for implementing operational and quality improvement procedures that expedite treatment of patients who experience severe heart attacks.
Every year, more than 250,000 people experience a heart attack. A heart attack is a complete blockage of one of the arteries in the heart. The City of Tacoma is honored to accept this award that demonstrates our commitment to helping to minimize the effects of heart attacks on our community.
TFD was recognized for its early and accurate interpretation of electrocardiograms to determine if a heart attack is occurring and for following EMS protocols from national guidelines. The correct tools and training allow firefighter paramedics to alert the hospitals that an incoming patient will need immediate treatment in a cardiac lab. Physical fitness is good for your heart, and it's almost time for the 19th annual Z-Speed Endurance Program at Stadium Bowl for youth ages 12 to 20. It's the brainchild of former Tacoma police officer Zachary Smalls, who wanted to find a way to help kids in middle school and high school build confidence and self-esteem. He was able to accomplish this through the help of physical fitness training.
As a police officer for Tacoma, I had the opportunity to work at Wilson High School as a school resource officer, and so I saw it firsthand. Having two daughters, as you go through middle school to high school, we have bullying. We have all these things that attribute to maybe isolating kids. But through this program, it gives you that mindset that you're gonna feel good, no matter what. So if you feel good and you know you do something hard on the outside, it's gonna pay off. They're always nervous because they hear it's hard, but they enjoy it because one of the other kids always says it's like our own area code, friendships for life. And we don't have that racial barrier where we have white, Hispanic, Asian, Samoan. One heartbeat, everybody works together and they're friends for life.
Even if you don't play sports, you learn like how to run stairs. I mean, it's all the other things that you can take like further on into life, like doing ladder drills and just fitness and wellness overall. There's tons of positive reinforcement. I would say everybody's there, all the trainers there, they're pushing you to be, as you would say, the best of the best.
This free program begins on July 11th and runs Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays through August 12th. Space is limited. For more information, go to the Z-Speed website. Join animal lovers and their furry friends for one of Washington's biggest dog walks. Stacy Ellifret has more on the 27th annual Dog-A-Thon, an event designed to help pets in need.
Wagging tails and playful romping will soon unite in one place. That's because four-legged friends, big and small, are coming together for a good cause, the Humane Society's Walk for Homeless Pets.
So the Dog-A-Thon is taking place at Fort Steilacoom Park, and the date is Saturday, July 22nd, and time frame is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The walk goes around the park lake and can take place as participants see fit. leaving plenty of time to enjoy other activities.
First and foremost, it's our signature fundraising event. It's also a community pet fair, so lots of vendors all around. And there's also pet adoptions, so puppies will be there. I'm so excited.
Supporters can look forward to experiencing something new at this year's event.
This year particularly, we're going to have face painting and craft booth for the little ones to kind of make it more family friendly.
Funds raised go towards a number of programs that work to serve the entire community.
Every single dollar raised goes back into the Humane Society. So our presenting sponsor covers the cost of the event, so you can be confident that you're helping the animals. So the basic necessities, you know, food and shelter and blankets and everything like that, so they're really well taken care of. You won't be able to stop smiling. It is just absolutely the feel-good event of the year.
Bring your pack to the Dog-A-Thon for fun and help homeless pets in Tacoma and Pierce County. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacey Ellifrit. You're so cute, little angel. Yes, hi!
To form a team, join a team, or find out more about the event, visit the Dog-A-Thon site. Click Cable TV brings its mobile movie screen out to area parks again this summer for free family-friendly movies under the stars. The first stop is Saturday, July 8th at Lakewood Steilacoom Park. The animated 2016 adventure comedy, The Secret Life of Pets, will be shown starting at sunset. Up next, on Friday, July 14th, is the movie Storks at Fife's DACA Field. These free movies are presented by Click Cable TV and the Parks and Recreation departments of the communities they serve. So, pack up the family, some lawn chairs, and a blanket, and enjoy the show. Tacoma will celebrate and honor the LGBTQ community during the annual Tacoma Pride Festival, July 7th through the 15th. The festival includes 9 days of events for all ages, including the flag raising and Pride Awards on July 7th, a film series on July 11th and 12th, and a block party on July 15th. For more information about the festival and for a full list of events, visit tacomapride.org. After the break, we'll talk about how to get involved in the summer shoreline cleanup event. Stay tuned. Citizens for a Healthy Bay invites residents to come out on Saturday, July 22nd at 10 a.m. for the Summer Shoreline Cleanup event. Volunteer crews will help clean up the north side of Commencement Bay, where weather and tides push litter onto local beaches. Citizens can lend a hand to remove debris before it impacts the health of our local waterways. Pre-registration is required by July 19th. Visit the CHB website for more information. The Environmental Protection Agency Workforce Development Graduation and Employer Roundtable recently celebrated a cohort of newly trained students. Each student became certified in 6 areas that apply to jobs in the environmental remediation and construction workforce areas. The city, Clover Park Technical College, and Goodwill of the Olympics and Rainier region partnered to provide these EPA grant opportunities. For more information, go to the city's LEAP page. Summer is here, and that means increased water usage to keep lawns and landscaping green and healthy. John Phillips has some tips from Tacoma Water to help you keep an attractive yard and save you some money on your water bill.
We do have a lot of water, but there's no reason that we shouldn't be efficient with our water. And it also helps people save on their water bills.
The experts tell us about half of the water we use in the yard is wasted through overwatering.
When you turn on your irrigation system, do a sprinkler spruce up. Inspect, connect, direct, and select.
Checking irrigation systems is a starting point to saving water. Make sure sprinkler heads are clear of debris. Check for leaks and tighten or replace connections that are dripping. Next, check where every sprinkler head is laying down water.
Direct the spray of your sprinklers so that it's going towards what you want to water. Often you can have sprinkler heads getting bumped or moved around over the course of the year, and you want to make sure you're watering the grass and not your sidewalks.
Most lawns only need 1 inch of water per week. Native and drought-tolerant plants on the borders may not need any watering. Smart irrigation controllers help save water by adjusting watering based on weather conditions.
The system adjusts to what the temperature is day to day. If you're setting it yourself, You use obviously less water when it's less sunny and it's colder out, or if it's already raining, obviously. Then you'd move into more water as it gets hotter and drier.
Even if you're watering the old-fashioned way, you can save water and money by minimizing watering times and making adjustments for weather. As with any kind of sprinkling, it's important to water early in the day before the sun comes out and that valuable water evaporates away. For Tacoma Report, I'm John Phillips.
Tacoma Water's website has more helpful tips on using water more efficiently. Visit tacomawater.com/smart. The Urban Green Summer Edition is airing now with a focus on market season. Starting things off is a visit with a local maker of handcrafted, eco-friendly furniture. An outdoor cooking session will show how easy it is to prepare for dinner at the market. Host Stacy Ellifrit talks about the Bring Your Own Bag ordinance, and there are quick tips on building a natural slug trap and how to care for an indoor herb garden. Catch the latest episode of Urban Green playing right here on TV Tacoma. For a listing of air dates, visit the city's website. That's all the time we have on this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. Until next time, I'm Anita Gallagher.